So what happened was, she told me, you're not welcome. So now I'm alone. I'm forced to face myself now because the people that I normally hang out with, they left me.
Everybody's gone now.
So 1st of January, did not do any drugs, alcohol, nothing. And then I realized I can't be without those things. Because remember, at that time I used to drink daily. So to be sober for one day is like a miracle. So now, one Saturday I woke up, I felt good, and then I said to myself, why do I feel so good? It's because I did not drink last night. And then I've had a light bulb moment. To me, it was a light bulb moment. I can't be without alcohol. First 2 weeks passed. It's 2 weeks. That's my longest. And then I made the decision I can quit. And I quit it. Not because I wanted to. I don't have any money. There's no one to support me. And that's how I actually came about quitting everything. Was still smoking. I went to church. It was on a Wednesday. One cigarette, smoking. I nipped the cigarette in half, hide it there. When I come from church, I'm going to smoke the other half. And I came from church, took the half, went home, smoked it, and then I said, I'm done. And then within that 1 year, I quit it, and I went back to school, did grade 12. And then I had this ability, or not me, I had this ability, but I always connect to the right people. Like I have a lot of testimonies about that. So I met this one guy, and he said, Adrian, do you want to go and study? And I said, study me? That's not for me. Because I felt like I'm not worthy enough to go and study. Remember that time, not everyone was able to go and study. But how do I get out of it? And that's where I started to find a reason as to why to get out of that place. Because I couldn't find a reason for myself. So my reason was my mother. So I told myself, I'm going to get my life right for my mother. Because I couldn't find any reason. It made sense to me. Might not make sense to someone else. But it made sense to me getting my life right for my mother instead of myself. Because I couldn't find any reason. And then that motivated me. I'm going to get something, do something so that I can help my mother. And that was my why. No one wants to live like that.
Yeah.
No one is happy, but you're so deep into it, you don't see any light. You don't see any light. That's why you stick with them, because they accept you.
Yeah.
They're there for you.
Yeah.
But the people that warn you against them, they don't support you. That's how it feels for
At
you.
that time.
Yeah, so you're more drawn to them than the people that wants to actually help you.
Yeah.
Because they talk, but they're not there. Tonight, 12 o'clock, you're sitting at the corner. Who's sitting with you? The same guy they warned you against. They're not there. So it's difficult to get away from them.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And so I saw these visions, and then I actually decided I'm done. And
Hi guys, welcome to an episode of WarRoom Talk. We're joined here today by Adrian from HFM. So Adrian, tell us a little bit about yourself, your story. Just inform the people who you are.
okay, thank you for having me. It's a privilege and an honor for me to be here. And my journey it started in Ceres. I'm originally from Ceres, currently based in George. And I always had this intuition of just knowing certain things before it happens. So I've shared my story all over South Africa. Like, I made some bad decisions when I was like 20, 21 years old. I don't know what I didn't kill anyone, just bad decisions. And it made me end up sleeping in the graveyard for a few months.
Okay, so I understand that you're just giving us a brief explanation on,
Yes.
on everything, but can we take it back and explain to us that whole period, if you're comfortable with speaking about it,
Okay.
and tell us the full story of who you are, those bad times, and how you made it to where you are today?
100%. So yeah, at a very young age, I knew I am destined for something, but I did not know how I did not understand it. So I saw visions of me standing in front of people, doing certain things, but I thought I was just hallucinating. It's just my imagination. And as time went on, I met certain people, and I was like looking for acceptance, looking for just to be accepted for where I'm coming from. And they introduced me to substances, and I felt good whenever I used those substances. It made me feel like I'm powerful. I can stand up for myself. I can defend myself, which obviously I couldn't do when I was sober. So I was addicted to the feeling of being able to stand up for myself and I can protect myself. Whereas when I'm sober, I'm not able to do that. So that actually drawn me deeper into drugs and alcohol. And few years went by, and before I could really understand everything, I woke up one day and I've realized I'm sleeping in the graveyard now because of just
That's hectic. You know, you're speaking about that. When we were scrolling on your Instagram page, I think you even posted a picture of where you were sleeping
yes,
at the graveyard under that specific tree.
100%.
So, how did it lead to that point?
Was mainly acceptance. I always felt like I did not belong. I always felt like I'm not part of the clique. I always felt like everyone has more than me. They have gifts and talents. I don't have anything. And so it's a combination of different things. But I was addicted to the feeling of what it gave me.
Yeah.
And I got drawn into it. And I met some very big gangsters years ago in Cape Town, and they introduced me to certain things, and I decided I want to be part of this. But I actually never became a member. I never became a member, but they allowed me to move with them, which is not allowed.
So, you're talking about, okay, we're talking about joining a gang, yeah.
Yes.
And at this point, how long were you into your addiction? Were you already sleeping at the graveyard, or was it this earlier on when you started moving with these gang members?
So the addiction came in between moving with them. So I'm based in Ceres.
Okay, so you started moving with them and then the addiction started.
No, I was already into it, but not addicted.
Okay, just
So with
social.
them exposing me to more things, because they're from Cape Town, I'm from Ceres, which is a 2-hour drive from Cape Town. That actually made me more like I want to be part of them.
You went with the lifestyle, basically.
But to be part of them, you need to do certain things. Not necessarily crime, but you need to use certain substances. Something you need to do something.
Yeah.
So they allowed me to move with them without being a member, and that is not allowed. But they liked me.
You
So
felt like you're part of a brotherhood.
Yeah,
like
and they
that's a
protected
family,
me. They
yeah.
would have done something for me. If you
Yeah.
touch me, something would have happened to you. But I always knew this is not the life that I want. I always knew this is not me. But what can I do? I'm rejected by everyone. My family decided they don't want to have anything to do with me. So what do? They accept me as I am. They don't judge me. They're there for me. I'm sticking with them.
You're looking for acceptance and they accepted you.
Yeah. So in between that time, I saw visions of myself standing in front of people. But I think I'm just it's a drugs that
Yeah.
makes me see these things. But whenever I saw it, I felt a peace in my heart. Like I felt powerful. I felt like, it would have been nice to do that. But I didn't realize it. I was just thinking it's my emotions. Because remember, you're sober, you intoxicated, then you're not always sober.
Yeah.
It's a mixture. So you think it's you.
When you're coming sober, the withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah, you think it's just, and then I've noticed every time when I think about it, I feel powerful, man. I feel like I can take over the world. And that's when I knew this is real. But how do I get out of it? And that's where I started to find a reason as to why to get out of that place. Because I couldn't find a reason for myself. So my reason was my mother. So I told myself, I'm going to get my life right for my mother. Because I couldn't find any reason. It made sense to me. Might not make sense to someone else. But it made sense to me getting my life right for my mother instead of myself. Because I couldn't find any reason. And then that motivated me. Yeah. I'm going to get something, do something so that I can help my mother. And that was my why.
And then how did you actually leave the gang? Because I know you wasn't part of it, but normally isn't once you're in it and you're in the inner circle and things happen, then they don't just allow people to leave.
100%.
So how did that whole scenario play out in terms of leaving those guys and breaking free from, bad habits, bad friends? Company.
I used to sell flowers. These fresh cut flowers.
Yeah.
So I know the names of those flowers. I can pack the flowers. They taught me everything. So they used to have a stall in Ceres, a flower stall. So they taught me all of that. So we were moving in between Cape Town and Ceres and Paarl to sell those flowers. So eventually I took money from the lady, and then she said, "You're not welcome anymore to work for me." So that's how I got away from it. And they actually came to Ceres about, I think, 3 times to look for me, to do something against me. And I had very close calls with these guys, like close calls. Like 1 minute, I was at my mom's house. 30 seconds after I left, or 1 minute after I left, they came and looked for me. It was 3 close events, like close calls.
So they were coming to do something to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
They threatened me, called me a lot of times, called me over the phone, gonna bomb your house.
yo.
Stuff like
So,
that.
that flower place or that flower shop was run by the gang?
No, by the lady. She had a flower stall,
Yeah.
and the people that worked for her was part of this gang.
Okay.
And that's how I came to know them, because
Okay.
I started to work with them, and they introduced me to these guys, and they've been good to me. They never done any harm to me, but when I left, they were coming for me. Yeah.
They were coming for you. So at that point, that's when you were like homeless and you were sleeping at the.
Yeah, because
'Cause now
now
you ran away. You had nowhere to go.
no, I can't go home, because if I
Yeah.
go home, I'm gonna steal something. So my mother don't want me to come inside.
Okay.
So she will give me food at the door, but I'm not allowed inside.
Oh.
So obviously now you go in without their permission.
Yeah.
And obviously you see stuff. So you see something, and you like ornaments, these bronze ornaments. You take that and you just take it to the scrapyard. You take a lead, like an extension, and you burn it, and then you take the copper and you take it,
Okay.
Yo, Adrian was down there in the trenches. Yo, we see these things happening. We see people burning the copper.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
hear
yeah.
stories about.
Yeah, as well. There's a lot of that stuff.
And no one wants to live like that.
Yeah.
No one is happy, but you're so deep into it, you don't see any light. You don't see any light. That's why you stick with them, because they accept you.
Yeah.
They are there for you.
Yeah.
But the people that warn you against them, they don't support you. That's how it feels for
At
you.
that time.
Yeah, so you're more drawn to them than the people that wants to actually help you.
Yeah.
Because they talk, but they're not there. Tonight, 12 o'clock, you're sitting at the corner. Who's sitting with you? The same guy they warned you against. They're not there. So it's difficult to get away from them.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And so I saw these visions, and then I actually decided I'm done. And when I told my family I'm done, 90+% of them didn't believe. Some of them said, "We're giving you 1 week, we're giving you 2 weeks." And I felt hurt by that, because I was expecting them to be happy and being supportive.
So at this time, you left the gang. The gang is looking for you. You're trying to go home to tell them that you're trying to get clean. Accept me. I want to come home.
Yeah.
They're rejecting you from home.
My mother did not reject me, but most of my family members didn't believe.
So you got a family home. Just your mother, your father, brothers,
No
sisters?
father.
father?
Brother, and like cousins, nieces. Yeah.
Staying at the family home.
Yeah.
So they rejected you from there, and then you were hanging around How did you end up at the graveyard? So that's like an important thing.
The lady, she said, "I'm not welcome to work for her.
Yes.
I'm not welcome at home.
Yes.
The only place I have now is the graveyard. So it's close to my mother's house.
Okay.
So we slept under that tree. The same photo you see saw on my Instagram page. That's exactly where we slept, under that same tree. So I had one friend. He was part of the gang, but he's from Cape Town, and they also told him he's no longer welcome at work.
So you had someone with you. You left together.
Yeah, so he taught me the street, like how to cook food in a tin, coffee tin, and how to convince people to give you money. There's a way they talk to people, and he taught me how to lie to people, manipulate them to survive, because you need surviving skills, and those things, it helps you. It's harm to someone. It's harmful. It's not right.
Yeah.
But it helps you to get along, because you just live for that one day. You don't think about tomorrow. You live just for today. You don't even
This
think
is
about tomorrow.
hectic. I never thought it was that bad, bro. I didn't think you went through all of these things. These are like, you don't ever hear stories like this being told, you know?
Yeah.
And it's brave for you to actually do
It's
that.
tough to talk about it because you
Yeah.
need to be vulnerable, and people don't want to be vulnerable. They want people to see that side of them.
100%.
Yeah.
But you have to be real, bro.
Yeah,
You have
I
to-
share it because I know it helps people. I have many inbox messages of people telling me it helped me. Not necessarily Forex. You share it
Yeah.
at your events, but they inbox you. I needed that. So I know how powerful it is. And that's why I will always talk about it. Because for me to be where I am now, I still have a long way to go. But it's a miracle.
So bro, basically from that exact point, how did you get out?
Yeah,
Like,
because
I mean, not the gang. I'm talking about out of that.
that situation
You
with
You
his
know,
friend.
my mother loved reading.
Mhm.
So I saw her reading a lot of books. So obviously I took the books and tried to read the books. But it was love stories. So it did not resonate with me.
Yeah.
So eventually I went to the library and read books on what is it to be a teenager. Just to understand, because at that time you don't have internet.
But you did read the love story once.
Yes, here and there,
So
but
you
it was
got with a
boring.
woman like
Yes, yes.
smooth
But I
operation.
couldn't relate to it.
Yeah.
So I had questions about life. You don't have internet. The internet does not exist.
Yeah.
So obviously you read books to find out
100%.
why do I think like this? Why do I have a low self-esteem? Why don't I like myself? You read those books to understand yourself.
Yeah.
So that saved me because I loved reading a lot. But I did not know then these books are actually mentoring me. I was just thinking it's my way of running away from my world because it gave me an escape. Once I sit down with a book, I could read a book in a whole day. Like literally, that's how much I read. And now those books gave me answers to my questions. And at that time, you can't speak to your mother like the relationship that we have with our family, mother and father now, it's with your kids. It's different from the relationship that you had with your mother and father, right? You express more, whereas your father and mother maybe did not express as much as you do. So those books helped me. And I've learned a lot. So what I've learned, it gave me confidence. So the first breakthrough I got is it gave me confidence because I knew what I was talking about. So whenever people talk about anything, I can talk about it boldly. So then I've realized people love to listen to me because I can talk about a lot of topics, and they could listen to me because I knew a lot because they don't read, you know. And that gave me like a boldness, like I don't need to drink to be bold and confident. Because remember, I used these drugs to have boldness, to have confidence, to stand up for myself. So these books actually helped me to give me confidence because when I talk and people come to me for questions and answers, I was able to answer them and guide them with the streetwise everything, you know. So it started like this. I went back to school. After 4 years, I went to do ABET, night school. We call it night school.
So how did you end up back at school? Yeah, at the time you're 21.
Yeah, 20.
20.
Yeah, so the lady said, you're not welcome anymore. That was
Yeah.
December. So everybody left me, like everybody. So
You just stuck with this one friend.
there's one friend, but the police came actually 1 or 2 weeks after he stood with me.
Yeah.
The police came and took him as well. So now I'm there.
Alone now.
I'm alone. I had one friend. His name is Christo. He came and give me some food, shoes and stuff every now and then. So what happened was she told me you're not welcome. So now I'm alone. I'm forced to face myself now because the people that I normally hang out with, they left me.
Everybody's gone now.
So 1st of January, did not do any drugs, alcohol, nothing. And then I realized I can't be without those things. Because remember, at that time I used to drink daily. So to be sober for one day is like a miracle. So now, one Saturday I woke up, I felt good, and then I said to myself, why do I feel so good? It's because I did not drink last night. And then I've had a light bulb moment. To me, it was a light bulb moment. I can't be without alcohol. First 2 weeks passed. It's 2 weeks. That's my longest. And then I made the decision I can quit. And I quit it. Not because I wanted to. I don't have any money. There's no one to support me. And that's how I actually came about quitting everything. Was still smoking. I went to church. There was on a Wednesday. 1 cigarette, smoking. I nipped the cigarette in half, hide it there. When I come from church, I'm going to smoke the other half. And I came from church, took the half, went home, smoked it, and then I said, I'm done. And then within that 1 year, I quit it, and I went back to school, did grade 12. And then I had this ability, or not me, I had this ability, but I always connect to the right people. Like I have a lot of testimonies about that. So I met this one guy and he said, Adrian, do you want to go and study? And I said, study me? That's not for me. Because I felt like I'm not worthy enough to go and study. Remember that time, not everyone was able to go and study. Like now there's bursaries. At that time, either your parents pay or you stay at home.
Yeah.
And he said, I can help you. And he connected me with the right people and I went to study. And then another breakthrough. Remember, in Ceres, I was known as, when I enter a shop, they know, be on the lookout for this guy because he's going to take something.
Yeah.
And then Ackermans gave me my first job, working weekends and a holiday. And then that made me realize people don't see me as they used to see me. And it's now time for me to see myself that way. And that's where the change came in from, I can be better, I can do better. And then actually I started working at Total Sport, Mr. Price, casual jobs, Fufini, Crazy Store. And that's how I started, and people started to trust me. And that's how I came out of that, from that life.
That's crazy, bro. And going through that journey and doing the sober journey, anytime were there points like where you thought about relapsing? Or
Never. My why was, I need to get it right for my mother.
right.
And secondly, my first why actually was, I want to prove everyone wrong. That I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Because I had to fight all my life to be accepted. So I told myself, this thing I'm going to do for myself, I'm going to prove them wrong. The second why was my mother. So I had to get it right. Because, you know, I saw these visions like over and over again. Because I knew it was real. But I just did not know how things are going to unfold. So eventually I started working for government, various government departments. I worked for the Department of Transport, Public Works, Witzenberg Municipality, Social Development, Stats SA, got a lot of contract jobs. And they gave me some good money and they trusted me. And then I had this vision, I want to travel the world, share my story, but I don't have any money. So I heard about network marketing, started to join network marketing, eventually heard about Forex trading during a network marketing event. And then I decided I'm going to quit my job and do this.
To Forex trading now.
To do network marketing and Forex trading.
Sure.
And I did it like the 14th of February. I came from Johannesburg. I joined the network marketing event in Johannesburg Center. I went to the office, typed my resignation letter.
That's crazy,
morning.
bro. How do people have the guts to do something like that? Like you're quitting a paying job.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention the guy's name.
No, you can if
You
you
will
want
know
to.
him, but I met him in Johannesburg.
Okay.
So I already decided I'm gonna resign my job.
Okay.
I just don't know when.
Okay.
So this guy was big at that time. Yellow Lamborghini, yellow bike, big.
Big.
And this guy said, open an office for me in Cape Town. And I'm gonna make you the office manager. I'm gonna pay you X amount, get me the right people, and I'll work with you. And I did all of that for him. And then he sent me a WhatsApp message. We're gonna pay you half the salary that we agreed on because you're not qualified to pay for the
This
full
was
amount.
just when you were setting
Then I
up the
already
office?
resigned.
You already resigned. Okay.
So remember I met him
You-
in Johannesburg.
yeah.
I went back to Ceres.
You resigned.
I resigned my job.
Now you're starting the office in Cape Town.
I'm starting the office. After 3 months, he sent me a message. His financial board decided they're going to pay me half the salary that we agreed on. So now I have to move from Ceres to Cape Town, which is impossible with half the salary.
Yeah.
I'm at home now.
Yeah.
Then I decided I need to push for this network marketing thing because I don't have anything else. And then I met this guy, Clifton Brown. I'm mentioning his name because that guy changed my life. He's a best-selling author. And I inboxed him via, one Sunday I was sitting at home reading a book, The Network Market or something, and I was just browsing through the book. And then I saw this guy in the book says he's regularly coming to Cape Town. And I went to Facebook, checked his name, and I checked, this is him. And I've inboxed him, I asked him, when are you coming back to Cape Town? And he said, and he responded. He said, I'm coming back to Cape Town within 2-3 weeks. And I said, I would love to meet you. And he said, no problem, here's my number. This guy is a millionaire, he's probably a billionaire.
And he's just giving you a number.
And he's just giving me his number.
Facebook.
Over Facebook. And I told him I just read your book. And then he said, we can meet up. He came from Colombia, went to Cape Town, he came to Worcester, and he met up with me. That guy gave me access to all his materials, books, videos. He has his own website. He's trained big guys. And then
He met up with you one-on-one.
one-on-one.
Yo.
And he gave me even money,
What?
like transferred money to my PayPal account.
That's crazy.
And that guy said, Adrian, you're going to travel the world, but you need to upskill yourself. And that's where I started to, that was the first guy. The second guy, the first guy I actually met, that was one of the guys. The other guy I met was, he's a pastor. He has 16 churches all over the world. And he's like a multi-millionaire. He was even an advisor for Barack Obama. And I met him also like just randomly. He gave me his details, took me under his wing. He told me, you're going to travel the world. And I was like thinking, how can I travel the world? I'm from Ceres. He gave me a lot of money. He taught me how to work with money. He taught me how to pay off my debt, everything. And that guy actually advanced my life. Then I met this guy, Clifton Brown. And then fast forward, then I met a popular guy who was one of the biggest brokers in South Africa. I contacted him one evening via Instagram. He posted he's going to open an office in London somewhere. And I inboxed him, can't we open an office in Worcester? Worcester is about 56 kilometers from Ceres. It's like, and he said, no problem, here's my email address. And I was actually surprised, he responded. After 3 weeks, his PA called me. He set up a meeting. I drove from Ceres to Cape Town, which is a 2-hour drive. He said, what do you want? I said, let me take seminars to all these small communities. There's a gap in the market. I said, no one is doing it. If you don't do it, someone is going to do it. After 10 minutes, he stood up. He gave me his hand. He said, we have a deal.
Done.
I'm thinking to myself, how come this guy don't know me?
Yeah.
I can't trade at that time. I just have a passion.
Yeah, you just have a passion.
And he said, I believe in your vision. Speak to Lee. Lee will organize everything. And I'm thinking to myself, how come this guy just allow me like that? And then I've remembered I had a vision. While I was going through all of this, one day I had a vision. And the vision was, you're going to help people making money. One day I had a vision in front of me. I was sitting and I shook my head. I couldn't believe the vision that I saw. So I forgot about it. So when he stood up, he gave me his hand and he said, just speak to Lee, he will organize everything. I was like, does this guy want to get rid of me or what? Why does he just say yes? He doesn't know me. I'm sure there's traders that can do this. And then I've realized, remember the vision that you saw? This is the opportunity. And then he allowed me he said, we can open an office in Worcester. Only problem is, that time I lost everything. Remember this guy dropped me?
Yeah.
And for 4 years plus, things were bad.
Just taking small jobs here and there.
I had a car, bank came, took the car.
Oh, shit.
A lot of
Went
stuff
through the whole
happened.
cycle. Repossession.
Everything.
Everything.
And remember, I had worked for government at that time.
Yeah.
I lost that government job, resigned. So things are bad now.
Things are bad.
It seems like things are going back to how my life was when I slept in the graveyard. Because things are not moving. I meet this guy. He gave me an opportunity 2 months before we have to start. COVID came. Another 3 years going through all of that. So now what am I going to do? So I'm doing a little bit of network marketing, doing Forex, try to do it.
But nothing's happening.
Nothing is happening. And then relocated to George. And because I'm by profession, I do social work, community development, community youth work. I have qualifications in that. I've studied that. I've worked for government on that, these projects that I've mentioned. And then I relocated to George, worked for a child and youth care center, a small salary, but they gave me a place to stay. And then I contacted this guy again, said, I'm staying in George now. It's a better place than Worcester. Can we open an office in George? And he said, come and meet me. Went to him, and he said, this is what you need to do for me to open an office. We did that within 4 months, and we opened a trading floor in George, and that's where my big break came in. And that's where I got to...
That's how you got into the Forex industry, yeah?
Yeah. So a lot of
Super
amazing
interesting,
things have
bro.
happened, like, over the years. I'm blessed to know a lot of people that really has just
Big
contributed.
respect to you, man. You accomplished a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank
You
you.
went through a lot,
Yeah.
especially to speak about it like that on a public platform.
Yes.
Hopefully it motivates, inspires a lot of people that's listening.
Yeah.
You know, you obviously going to help a lot of people now, in the past, and in the future.
Yeah. Especially for what we do now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did you get to this point now? So from that, you were obviously with a different broker,
Yeah.
different office. How did you end up at HFM and going through with your vision of doing seminars in all these small towns? Because at the moment you are with HFM, you
Yeah.
guys are doing like 100 seminars a year
Yeah.
in every single small town.
Mm.
So how did that, or how did you lead to that point?
So I have this intuition of knowing this is my time to move on. So I knew my time was up with the previous broker, and I spoke to him about it. Obviously, we had a back and forth arguing about certain things. And January last year, I decided I'm gonna resign. I'm quitting. And then again,
That's
just
guts.
going, tell him I'm quitting. And at that time, because at that time I was the only one doing Forex trading seminars the way I did it. Like, I know there are people doing it, but I did it like week in, week out, consistently for the past 3 years
Yeah.
altogether. So no one is doing it. So I know. So people were like inboxing me, brokers, giving me opportunities. There was one guy that wanted to buy me a BMW M4. Come and work for me. We'll brand the car. You can drive it as your own. But again, I follow my heart. I don't do it for them. Just, there's the money. I don't do that. So I believe you need to have peace. This is how I make decisions. If I don't have peace about the decision, regardless of how good the opportunity is in front of me, even if it's a dream opportunity, I'm not going to take it. I know I'm going to get my fingers burned some way, somehow. So I never do it. So I got 5-6 brokers contacted me. One of the biggest brokers currently in South Africa, they contacted me with big deals. So for February and March, I was just at home. I can trade, so I don't have to work for someone, but I have a vision. I want to build something. I want to travel, and I want to work with a broker. And obviously there's a lot that comes with it. So I don't want to sit at home. I feel I have a lot to offer.
You know,
And
fulfill
it's
your
not-
purpose, like,
Yeah, it's not time for me now to settle down.
yeah.
So I know it's not now. So all of this were on the table, and I said no to all of them. And eventually I've inboxed one of the guys that work for HFM, and I asked him just randomly, will you be able to open an office in George? But I didn't mean what I asked, because I wasn't interested in opening an office, because I've done
Just
that.
testing.
But
see.
and I have all these deals, so I was just like, let me see what he has to say.
Yeah.
But remember, I already have 6 deals on the table.
Yeah.
And the guy that wanted to buy me the BMW M4, he wanted to give me a lot of money, like a lot. And I felt like this is not the guy that I want to work with. He is a visionary and everything, but this is not the guy. Like all the big brokers, I promise you, there's only one broker that did not contact me. So I decided, no. And then I inboxed this guy, and he said, here's my number. And on Monday, he said, we can have a call at 3. I'm at home, it's 10 to 3. I'm busy walking upstairs, and then he called me, 10 to 3. And I'm like irritated. We had a call at 3. Why do you call me? In my mind. And he said, how are you? I said, I'm good. He said, can you tell me what you told me on Facebook Messenger? And then I told him, and he said, can I put someone on the call with you? 3-way call. Put the guy on the call. And then he said, tell us more about yourself. And I said, this is what I want to do. This is my vision. This is why I want to work with. Can you give me this and this? And they said, we don't have an opportunity for you, but we'll come back to you. And I was like, again. But I felt like I'm connecting to them in a way, but There's nothing on the table for me to make an agreement. And after 20 minutes, one of them called me, send us your CV. So remember in Forex, you have a book. We call it a book. So I know exactly how much money I made for the previous broker. So I have the Excel spreads, and we call it a book.
Okay.
So you have, every month you get an Excel spreadsheet of how much money your clients deposited. So I know I brought in millions for them. And I've shared that with them to show them this is what I made. I've proven results because I made them a lot of money. So they knew what I can do. And I did that without their support. They didn't really support me. And then they told me they're going to contact you for an interview. And I did the interview, and then they put me on a call with one of the big guys. And he asked me a bit of tough questions. And one of them was, are you willing to travel? I said, I'm willing to travel. And they told me they were looking for someone like this, but they don't know who. And what I actually shared with them, they can relate to that. That's what they want to do. And they said, when do you want to start? And I said, I wanted to start yesterday already. And they said, come. This is actually 8 April last year. It's a year now.
I remember when you started.
7th of April.
Yeah.
And that's how I came on board. So for me, it's never about, obviously you want to earn a lot. I have a lot of people contacting me regularly, big brokers still up till today. But it's personal for me. It's not about where can I get the biggest amount of money and the biggest
We feel
car.
the same way, bro.
Yeah.
We've been contacted by brokers all the time, you know. And it's not about that. It's about the people at HFM.
100%. So what I want to do is, it's what they want to give me. You know, HFM, I joined them because they were interested in me, not just what I have to offer. The questions that they asked me made me believe they're interested in also growing me as a person.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why, apart from my personal decision that this is where I want to be. And that's why I joined them. And now we get to do this all over South Africa. And we currently the only ones doing it. And
So this is actually the second year of tours. We did a tour last year.
yeah, but with the previous broker, I did a
No.
few in the Western Cape as well.
Okay, but last year we did a seminar tour with HFM.
Yeah,
So this is the second year.
100%.
So last year, how many did you do?
44 in
And
7
then-
months.
That's crazy. And this year?
I think it's 77 something
Yeah.
That's crazy.
scheduled for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So we're doing
Lot of
more or less
traveling.
6 to 8 per province. So this is the second province now. We did Garden Route.
Mhm.
No, this is the third province. We did Garden Route, and the other one is at Limpopo. Yeah. And the third one is now KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah, so we do 9 provinces.
That's crazy, bro.
But it's an amazing experience. The need is there. I mean, we did Ladysmith, Dundee, Newcastle.
How was Dundee?
There's never been a seminar like never ever.
How was Dundee? Yeah.
Dundee was amazing. You know, people in these small communities are more open. They're excited because remember, in Cape Town, there's a lot of seminars. Dundee, it's the first.
Mm.
So people are excited about it. They are like,
Yeah.
they want this. So there's a big gap still to be filled, a big need. And doing what we do now, I mean, it's amazing the results that you see.
Yeah, no, we get messages all the time from our clients. You know, I heard you guys are coming to Dundee. I heard you guys are coming to. They think we're gonna be there, but we're getting the response. So people are watching you guys. They know that you guys are coming to every single town. So we also getting a response from your guys.
Yes.
So we
amazing.
know it's making a difference.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anything else you want to talk about, Dre? I think that was a
No,
great,
no,
great,
that
great
was
episode.
absolutely moving.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will be learning a lot from what you had to say.
Mm.
That was truly a phenomenal journey from where you were to where you are now. It's absolutely amazing. Seriously.
I just see it every day. It's a privilege for me. I don't take it as I made it, because there's people working harder than me, putting in more effort than me, and they don't have the results that I have. So I don't take it as I made it. It's me. I know there's a bigger force behind me, and I have this thing. I can see things happening before it happens. I don't know how. I just have it all my life. So I know bigger things are coming for myself as a person, for what I want to do and what I'm called for. So I'm excited for this, but I'm really grateful and humble for this whole experience, because
100%.
it's 95% of the people that I know from Sierras will never be able to travel the world like I'm traveling South Africa now. Not for where I'm from.
Yeah.
Those opportunities are not available to everyone.
Huge respect, bro.
Yeah.
Huge respect. A lot of people are going to relate to this episode. Hopefully, you can help anyone that's actually listening. Somebody that's going through similar struggles, who went through some similar struggles. So you're doing a lot of good.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for all the things that you've been doing, man.
Thank you for this opportunity.
I don't even know this about you. You know, now this is the first time actually speaking about it.
Yeah,
A lot of depth.
100%. It's been a while since I shared in this depth. Like, normally I just say on the
Surface level.
Yeah, but this has been a while. But there's a lot.
How's your mom doing?
My mom is
Must be
staying in
proud of
Sierras.
you.
Very proud.
I can imagine.
And I hope to get her to come and stay with me in George.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she's my why, one of my whys, why I need to do this. And I believe if anyone that listens to this podcast, if you can find a why, I want to do this for my children or your mother, your wife, your grandmother, that will motivate you. Because there will be times that you will question yourself. And I'm past that stage. I need to get it right because my mother and children depend on me. I need to get it
You
right.
got kids?
I have 3 kids.
3 kids? Wife?
My oldest one is 19,
Hmm.
8 and 13. So, yeah, I need to get it right for them because I want them to stand on my shoulders. I grew up without a father. I don't know how it is to have a father. So I'm very active in their lives
Yeah.
and supporting them. My oldest son is 19.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Oh,
I'm 43.
Adrian is moving with all the young guys, huh?
Yeah.
Bruce?
You know, my life turned around when I was 22. Before that, what I've said here, that's all before 22. 21. All this. Things only came around for me after 21. All
That's
these
crazy.
things that I went through. So my kids are my motivation. I need to get it right. This is regardless of Forex. Whenever I have a tough day, I need to get it right for them. Because they believe in me. They're trust
watching
me.
you.
They love me.
They're watching you.
They don't doubt me.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it for them. So if I can't find a reason to do it for myself, just take out my phone, I look at them, and then I know, close the picture, you need to get this thing right, whatever crisis it is. And that's one of the ways I manage myself.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was really a privilege, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you today.
Need to shoot film quality content creators?